Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this final hour of this session. We have another hour of Rick Silent, so
Yep.
we'll get to cattle before the session ends. Don't worry, I promise you, we'll get to cattle before the session ends. Let's go to the other three. You're on the ship and you take off. You're leaving the Citadel for your own reasons, obvious and subtle. You don't want to be here anymore. There are other places to achieve what you wanted to achieve. For instance, the mining equipment that you wanted to... Yeah, fuck it. We're not going to mine it anymore. We're literally just going to drop in and attack the base. The three of us, we're going to go in and we're going to kill everyone. Everyone will die at the hands of you three.
Well, Krax does have a question. Are we going in loud or are we going in silent?
You're going in loud, we're going in silent.
So... we still have how many mining spikes?
We have all 6.
All 6?
So we can drop them as an orbital strike.
At this point, dropping them from orbital strike makes sense, actually. Yeah.
I think you were the number one person against it!
Yeah! Because it doesn't make sense if you're trying to do it accurately, but if you just want to make go boom.
Yes, the base, go boom!
Oh, that's amazing. How we've gone full circle.
Either that or we can sell them for money.
Oh, God.
That's true as well.
To terrorist organizations.
So, what you
We're
need...
probably just going to a used spaceship dealer, all that sort of thing, that sells high-end military gear.
So
I
what...
have a question.
Oh, please.
We don't have any protection against this virus, so after we set it off, what do we do? Sit there and die?
You're going to hack it.
You will now.
You're going to hack it.
gonna-
Maybe you should be preparing a defense against the virus while we're flying through space.
Yeah, that's Bane Krax's main worry.
Or she can build a drop
Running
pod.
on that virus.
I can build a what?
Drop pod.
Drop pod?
It's
The thing we're trying to buy.
Oh, yeah.
they're expensive. Regular size drop pod is 300k per size of ship, so it'd be 600k for sorry, is it times 10? Give me 1 second.
I don't know how much scrap we have.
Give me 1 second because I want to double check something. 300k per size of ship. Drop pod. Where are you? D. 300k per size. Oh, actually, they don't have. It doesn't have an asterisk next to it. It's just stealth landing of pods for troops is how like a drop pod works. So that's 300k, but it holds 100 troops. So you're going to make
one that big.
No. So if this one's actually only going to, instead of 300k, it's going to cost you 50k. It's going to hold up to what is it? 5 troops. She's going to make them much smaller, but you still need the stealth aspects of it and everything. All the other expensive parts.
So that would be if we made it.
If you made it, it's worth 50k.
Well, how much scrap do we have?
I believe you have like 200k in scrap, or a little less
Nope.
than.
25k went off for the ship tender amount. You have 175,900.
There you go. So she could technically make it, and it would count as, I think, 2 fittings per ship size. So it would count as 4 repairs for her. How many repairs can you hold?
I can hold.
Yeah.
Never mind, we don't have to worry about cattles now.
I know that's gonna put me over by 2. I know I have 2
fucking
open
loaded
ones,
now.
but, I'm not maintaining cattle
Cattle's
stuff
gone,
anymore.
so...
Yeah.
So
I mean, C6 is going to
Alright.
freeze that account.
so I can hold 6.
Cool. So actually, you can craft this on top of the ship tender mount, which you're maintaining. You're also building and maintaining this. The ship tender mount, the whole purpose of that was to be able to fly a shuttle or whatever as well. Did you still want to do that? Or no? Why are we? Let's
Does
just
this
all go to
drop
drop
pod
pod.
not connected to the tender mount?
No, it's actually something that it connects. It becomes a part of the ship, like almost like an elevator door opens. You go in, it closes, and then when the pilot presses the button, you go.
I guess we don't need the tender mount right now, then?
That releases more from your hold, Aaron. So with your
That means I can maintain the armors and do that.
there you go.
So we'll start with that.
So you don't even need the ship tender mount either. You're just going in with the drop pod. But since you are all using the drop pod is one of those things where, again, it's stealth. It flies under radars generally and lands right by the front door or wherever it is that you're dropping it based off of the accuracy of her drop. Here's the important question. How are you going to get into the facility from here? You guys still intended to use cattle to hack into the door.
It's underground, right?
It is, but there's access points, of course.
So I wanted to just drop into it, which doesn't really work.
I mean, there's a hangar that allows people to like fly in and fly out, but that hangar's like through a tunnel that's built into
Tunnel, blast doors, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah. That would be the best place to drop, though. Still, I think.
The like a personal access tunnel or the ship access tunnel, say going into the hangar.
Hangar means they have big booms and weapons and things, but it'll probably be easier to get in.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is the issue now that we don't have cattle.
And then you also wanted to drop the mining spikes too. So
They just go wherever.
yeah. Well, the whole idea is that you stealthily get dropped in, and then while you're trying to sneak in, if so that security
boom
things,
booms go off.
yeah, then because Trevi stays in the ship, she will do the best she can to trigger the mining spikes. Winnie just needs to make sure that she builds those devices, which we've discussed beforehand, to handle the remote access of the boom, 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 after she more or less drops them from space, which she can build those. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but we can do all of this. Oh, man, this is crazy.
By the way, Rick, in that regard, Cracks can just contact the bank and say that he had access and note,
Frozen accounts is where it all
I
comes
figured
down to.
C-Sec was going to freeze the account anyways.
Yeah, Cattle's cut off from everything aside from the contacts he can make down there and what he has on his back. So,
I think he's back.
Now-
am I correct in assuming what your plan is? She drops that with you guys in it as you guys are trying to sneak in. The mining spikes will get dropped, and Winnie triggers those when she's ready to be a decoy.
Yeah.
Okay, Winnie, you can choose to have those set off 1, set off 2, set off, you know what I mean? Like however you want to set it off, including just fuck it, all of them at once, you know what I mean? So you can have that trigger set up how you like it, okay? It's just where they aren't going to be strategically placed. So it's not one of those like, okay, we're going near this direction now. Though, after they're dropped, maybe you can kind of map out where they went.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Cracks would also suggest we can hire a splicer or someone. Just a mercenary. Probably named, Locard or Lodak.
Is Bob still on the ship?
Bob?
Bob's on the ship.
Bob is on the ship.
Oh, well.
Congratulations,
Hey,
Bob.
we
You're
have
being
a new
promoted.
character.
Well, Bob is on the ship. And...
Bob, can you shoot or hack?
This
I can
one is
shoot
not
at
going
that.
to play as Bob.
Nice. This one is a mechanic. This one can repair and break down. This one can construct. But this one cannot overcome security systems.
Well, that still means he has uses with Winnie.
Yeah.
Winnie has an
Hey.
assistant. Winnie has an assistant!
We don't need this one.
Oh,
No!
she's like, bye, Bob. Vents him. Oh, jellyfish and 0G. Do they pop?
They expand and then burst, probably. And then freeze.
I
all at the same time.
didn't mean 0G. I meant no atmosphere, but you know what I meant.
No,
Okay.
we can have him work on the pod, and I could actually work on some of the hacking.
That's true. If he can build things of that size. Because that would be more valuable to have just in general, like, oh, we maybe have advantage on our don't get hacked roll instead of...
Yeah, that would be nice.
This one is willing to construct something. This one still owes a favor to Entree.
Awesome. And he might even get Caddle's part of the winnings when we finally win, so...
Probably.
When you make that
Who
kind of
knows, right?
suggestion, he literally will respond with, "This one has no interest in accompanying you to
We'll
this.
drop you off somewhere.
This one would
Smart.
appreciate that."
So we'll put him on the drop pod thing, and Winnie can, for however long that takes, Winnie can hack around.
Okay. And how about the getting into the actual facility? What's your plan for that?
Actually, let's see if we can buy some like thermite or like
Yeah,
high-end.
Craxer's just gonna
breaching
be
stuff.
like, hold up the demolition charges.
So
Demo
we're
charge-
not even
how many
hacking.
demo
Let's
charges do
blast
you
our
have?
way in. Awesome.
I mean, I
I
can
mean,
try to hack
bombs
our
are
way in.
already going off.
Do you guys
Yeah, but how
check?
many demo
Do you guys
charges do
check
we have?
Cattle's room? Because Cattle wouldn't
yes.
take everything with him every time he went everywhere.
what
That's
I
too
was
much for
gonna
him to
ask.
carry. So
You fucking
Is
bastards.
can Crax go into his room and loot everything?
I mean, the doors are locked, like secure
That
locked.
doesn't matter to Crax.
No,
He has
would you
plus
hack
50
your way
strength.
in, or would you smash through the door
I'm
eventually?
saying,
yes.
Entourage already is a hair's breadth from killing Cracks.
I
So-
will hack my
Not
way
respecting
So,
the dead.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
his modified heavy pistol, he would definitely have on him. His concealing pistol, he would definitely have on him. However, his pistol with the rotating rounds, he would not have that on him. We'll get to that in a second. He definitely had his shotgun on him, and he definitely had his one of his assault rifles on him because he could combine the other two. So what did that leave behind? There is a pistol. It's a light pistol, but it can only hold 9 rounds. But it actually has a rotating chamber to hold 3 each of 3 different types of ammo. I'll get to the ammo in a second. Okay. His rifle that he left behind would have been a laser rifle with auto targeting put in. So that's a thing. He clearly would have brought grenades with him. You can hold how many grenades as a light point? Is it 3 or 2?
3.
3. So would you have brought one of each, Cattle?
I have three soft points. I've brought all my grenades,
Oh.
flashbangs, and
No,
three
no,
shield
because your
poppers.
soft points, you also would have brought your metagel too.
I can just carry that on me.
Fair enough.
I
It
can
just
carry that
wouldn't.
as
It
stowed.
just wouldn't be quick grab. It would be stowed away. But yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It makes sense. You would bring all your different types of grenades with you as well, because that's like oh shit moments. Okay, that's fine. So those would be gone. That
You can
does
find
of
a small
course.
primitive weapon.
You find a small primitive weapon. Okay, you do find incendiary rounds, armor-piercing rounds, tungsten rounds, cryo rounds, high-impact rounds, shield-piercing rounds, chemical rounds, and radioactive rounds. All of those things are things that you find around his room, as well as an STG quality. What's it called? Help me out here, Rick. Demo charge.
Jetpack.
Demo charge. So that's a really good demo charge for puncturing some very difficult to get through things to puncture. So
Serious note, Crax would actually not break down the door unless everyone else was with it. It's like, hey, we can get in here and see what he had. Or
If you're not just barging down the door on your own, then she's okay with it.
Okay.
But if you were barging down the
No,
door
he wasn't
and it
gonna
took a few
loot.
tries and Entourage walked down the hallway and saw that, then talks would be had with
no,
biotic
he
powers.
already knows that Entree is about ready to fight him. Tremy is kind of borderline when he's probably on the side. So especially with
Tremi's
the-
response, if you ask her, is simply, "I'm in the camp of not dying."
Got it. All the supplies we need. Also, does the demo charge have the STG symbol on it or anything like that? Just any STG identifying marks?
This equipment, much like his now armor, while all being very obviously STG make, and you know that because you know your munitions very well,
Goddamn right. I do
have
pro-
0 logos or anything on them because they're
I wonder why.
STG and they're not that stupid.
But Tremy would probably know. So he brings it to the communal area, and lays all the stuff down for everyone, so we can all go through it together. And so it's like, Tremy, this is some high quality stuff, don't you think?
Fucking murder hobos.
Where do you think you could get this from?
There
That
are
doesn't matter.
many places. You found them in his room. That's all that matters.
All that matters is that looks explosive and we have a blast door to blow up. Probably 2.
And Crax just like holds up like all the other demo charges he has.
That won't be enough.
Hey, you can't have
It'll
two.
help.
It's like, Yeah.
Actually, at that point, she starts making like a plan. It's like, actually, if we started blowing up a blast door with those, then I charged through, that would probably be enough to penetrate. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I might still be able to hack it open.
I want a backup plan.
But yeah, the explosives are the backup plan right now, I think.
Because you might be able to use them inside the facility as well. Like one of those, okay, how long can you get this?
We're going in hot.
Yeah.
We're going in very hot.
Yeah. All right. Sounds great.
We're
Cool.
going off with nukes going
In
off.
fact, yeah, if
and
there's
us
like
trying to sneak in
any
the back.
other... he doesn't have any grenades. I guess I'll take that pistol because no one else uses their pistols.
I have 6 grenades, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah, no one else uses pistols, so I guess I'll take that.
It's a cool pistol too, because like I said, it rotates through 3 different types of ammunition for you. Ammunition,
look
just
that up.
ignore the rules of ammunition for this game. For this upcoming combat, I changed them for the next season. They're set solid
when I
rules next
shoot
season.
happens.
Yeah, more or less. I'll go over it with you in less than 5 minutes at another point in time. But it'll take less than 5 minutes. Just kind of like, this is what happens. You'll be like, okay, I'm good. But the actual on the Obsidian portal, I have the new rules for ammunition, how you get them in guns, and all that stuff set in there now. But that's for next season when the rules are more solid. Moving on. So that's a really cool pistol because you can kind of like switch between. I took out the shield, I took out their armor. Now I'm taking them out. You know. Anything else that you guys are doing for this plan? Obviously, the Hanar is building the thing, and Erin is about to make me some checks for the antivirus.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Krax can always contact his uncle and either ask for military support for like a company of troops or more munitions.
Contact.
Like, hey, uncle, can I
Contact charisma.
borrow some explosives?
I would say when you're like about to do that call, just make sure you don't actually tell them all the reasons, because as you've accurately said, too many things have already been said to too many people.
Oh no, Krax, it's gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be doing some shooting soon. Can
There's
I
a
borrow
fight.
some? There's a fight. Can I borrow some ammo? Need more DACA.
I think I'm more
Need more
interested.
boys.
I think I'm more interested in you getting like more boys
9.
than more DACA.
I mean,
We have a
both
lot
are.
of DACA.
We could use more boys.
Could use more boys.
That was pretty awesome. You roll well. You
I
call
almost
up your
got a
uncle. You're like, hey, uncle, I'm doing
need
a
boys
thing,
to
and I
talk
need some stuff. He's like, you want things that go? You want things that blow
Wait
up,
for
or do you want
you.
things that explode? And you're like, I want things that blow up, but I really need things that explode. And he's like, all right, I can get that for you. And
He's also like, hey, can I grab some boys?
he's like, really?
At least 5, right? How many do you guys think? Like, he looks to on
I mean, we can only fit
back.
what, like 6 in the drop pod.
The drop pod is you can have it. I just explained it as 5 in there. And when they're bigger or more heavily armored, they take up more space. But we can modify it to be 10. You guys have the money for it.
How much is this one costing us? We can
Only
make 2,
50K.
Yeah, we could upsize it. We have the scrap to upsize.
We could upsize it, or we can make a
We
second
if
one. And
we
they
can
land
get
at the front.
boys, we can upsize it. We'll just have
Yeah.
to tell Bob and
Or we can make 2.
be real nice.
If you want to bring 6 Krogan, including Cracks, Winnie, and what's your face, that counts. That I would say that would cost you about 100K. Which
We
you
have
have
it.
to
Have
scrap.
Having cracks in the
We have
combat
it.
just unbalances everything. Add 5 more, and you're just gonna have a
That's
giggle
why
fit.
I wanted him to call boys.
But obviously they go that direction where they're off camera, and you guys go this direction.
There's
Yeah,
a
of
convenient
course.
turning point where all the Krogan soldiers are like.
Of course, there is the conversation of how much you're paying the men.
He
What's a
looks
million divided by 6?
5 of them. So, because we're giving him cattle's, or we're giving them cattle's money.
He doesn't need to know how much money you guys are making. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying like,
That's what we would do. Right?
actually, he would actually be very honest with his uncle on this.
Mhm.
Be like, might be dangerous. You are more experienced. I respect your decision. What would you believe is a good price?
Trade strength +1.
Gotta find my sheet gun.
What do you think would be a good price? Well, you should trade strength. I was like,
13.
10.
You're having a Rick moment now. You're rolling extremely well.
Which is funny because at the beginning of this campaign, that meant the
I know.
opposite.
I
Yeah.
know. So anyways, he's like dangerous. It's the only way. It's the only way that you'd ever get him hired. 50,000 each.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking too. He's like, cracks, gives like the Krogan thumbs up to Entree. It's like,
You
we
still
can do that.
you still need things that explode, right?
Lots of things. More things because more guys.
I'm gonna give one of them a rocket launcher.
Yes.